What's up, YouTube and Facebook? We're about to go live on Instagram as well. I hope everyone is having a great day so far. We're live. We're live. We have a good topic today as well too, which is going to be really, really dope. And I'm live on Instagram as well. All right, guys, please like and share this feed. Like and share this feed, guys. I'm pretty excited about the topic today. All right, Natalie, I'm on YouTube as well, Instagram as well too. All right, guys, like and share this feed. We're talking about something really important, a topic that's definitely important to all entrepreneurs. Like and share this feed. I Natalie's logging in right here. What's up, guys? Like and share this feed. All right, let Natalie, you're live with me now. Right. All right, you good? All right, what up, fam? All right, so I'm turning these AirPods on, trying different equipment out to see what works best. Definitely got it backwards. All right, we're good now. Oh, my sound is good. Your sound is good? All right, cool, guys. All right, so welcome to Boss Talk Wednesday with Natalie and myself. We're talking about some real cool topics every single week to always help and build entrepreneurs up. Um, so we want to get started with that part first. So, Natalie, what is our topic for the day? That's good. Mhm. And that's so good because one thing I will say is I do not play without consistency. What up, Halima? Consistency is one of the biggest ways to produce growth in your life, right? So, for example, is sometimes it's extremely hard to be consistent because sometimes you don't always see the cash flow. Sometimes you don't feel supported, and sometimes it's just like you want to just give up and like, yo, this not working. But the thing about it is consistency. The more consistent you are, the more results you will start having in your life that will start manifesting. So it is so important to be consistent. No matter how it looks, you have to be consistency. Yes, well, that's the other part of what we're talking about today: momentum and consistency. Yes, Pastor Jess. Yeah. So think about this too: is thinking about just for example, is going back to the gym, right? I know Natalie has been on a consistency game with the gym. She's been in this gym every single day. But the thing about that part is like every part of our life is like muscle memory. If you don't train your body to flow with consistent actions, you're gonna have the same results. So I can't expect my business to grow. I can't expect this project to grow unless I'm consistent doing the same thing, even when it seems like things are not moving. Remember, muscles develop on the inside, then it comes to the outside, right? That's the same thing when it comes to things that you're believing for with your business. If I want to reach $10,000 in sales a day, there are things that I have to do to get to that $10,000 a day. It's not impossible. It's just that what are you doing to create that consistency in your business to see those results? Because you need that consistency to get those results. What's up with you, Natalie, on that part? That's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Mm. Right. That's good. Hmm. Hmm. Mm. Yeah, that's good. You know what? That's so good. And it's two things I got out of that. One, start with the small stuff, right? And it's just like, for example, is when you think of a cake, right? A lot of kids that I've taught in the past were not really best necessarily great at math. But once we broke it down to stuff they can understand, like by doing a recipe to the smaller points, you were able to do it. So there's something in the chef world called mise en place, right? So mise en place means to put everything in its place in order. Because when you start to build that cake or that recipe, you have everything laid out. So it's okay when you start to really get your like your mise en place together that everything's not perfect. Like sometimes you gotta make sure the flour's measured and you gotta make sure the sugar's measured. And you can't do everything at one time. So if you take your time to do every single item, it creates such a flow in your life that all the flavors start to blend, but work on each thing individually. And not only that, the second part you said was good was celebrate the small wins, right? The Bible talks about a scripture that says, don't despise small beginnings, right? So what that means is when you have a small start, don't despise it because guess what? In that moment when it's small, once you start to celebrate it and thankful for it, there's something that grows out of that. So when it gets bigger, it's like, wow, I'm so glad I remember the moment when. I remember the moment when I couldn't. I remember the moment when I actually achieved that small goal. So if it's even too waking up at a certain time is your goal, because I want to start to meditate at let's say 7 a.m. Right? I sometimes it's hard for me to wake up because I stay up so late. So I'm like, okay, Josh, you have to practice to go to bed so you can get up early. Because what happens is once I start to get up early, now I'm motivated to do more stuff every single day because I accomplished the first part. So start small. It's okay. Like you don't have to be this great, amazing business coach, this great, amazing chef. Like it happens in increments. Like I wasn't always great at what I do. Like I wasn't the best at time management. But now I can cook everything so smooth, where it's just like it's like the my gift becomes my playground. But when you don't take time to create consistent moments, that playground experience never happens because you're still struggling to do the first thing. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's good. Yeah, 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 yeah. 15 weeks. This is 15 weeks. Yeah, yeah. And sometimes we barely be making it on like today. You know what I'm saying? We had so much going on before coming on here, but the thing about it is when you are dedicated and committed to what you said you're going to do, the blessings start to flow that it becomes a thing where it's like, no, I have to do this no matter what is going on. And I think too is they say a lot of entrepreneurs fail within the first year, something like that, or first 7 years. Whatever the quote is, I don't agree to that, right? Because what happens is too is I'm going to set a standard for myself that I won't be a statistic of failure, but I'll be a statistic of someone who achieves and does exactly what he said he's going to do. You know, it's so important to really do the enjoy the process. Like I've learned that, and I think that's why I have so fun with my business. That even when I'm going through something, I don't really realize I'm going through because I take time to enjoy every moment. You know, the first thing about it is, you know, I look at the scripture. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Right? That scripture is so important to me because it changes my attitude. That wait, even though this is not working out, because I know that this day on July 20th, 2021, it was a gift to me by God. I'm going to respect the gift and do my best today even if I accomplished that one goal of consistency, I was consistent at giving thanks because this day was a gift to me, right? So every day, you know, it's so really random because like even too when so many people you ask people how they doing, and I guess too like it's good to be honest about that, but it's also like every day is good to me. You know, like every day is going to be a good day because this is the day that God has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Like you have to put a command on your spirit that every single day I'm going to operate in purpose. Every single day I'm going to operate in vision. Every single day I'm going to operate in the fullness of what I need to receive because I know that this day was gifted to me. And because this day is a gift, I'm going to treat it as so, and I'm going to always rejoice because if this is a gift, let me treat every single minute as such. I'm going to treat the moment I wake up as a gift. The moment I'm able to walk out my bed to go brush my teeth as a thank you. I'm going to treat the moment that I have clients as a thank you. Even the ones that are not here, I'm going to thank the clients. I'm going to be thankful for the clients that are on their way. Sometimes, if you're not feeling good, you have to be consistent at thinking for futuristic stuff. I'm grateful that every single day I make $10,000 in sales, and I thank God that my clients are prospering in their businesses and in their jobs because how you gonna get paid if they're not prospering? You know, so you got to be able to speak over your clients, speak over yourself, even when it doesn't feel like that. You have to know that hey, this is gonna be a great day for me. This is gonna be a financially prosperous day for me. It's gonna be a day I'm filled with love, joy, and peace. No matter how it looks, I still have to have the expectation consistently that today is gonna be a great day for me to go forth and get whatever belongs to me. Yeah, Pastor Just. What up, Doc? What up, Chef? Yeah. 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 Mhm. That part. Hmm. Yeah. Mhm. And that's so good. You said this. That's you made a lot of good points too, because talking about just um about you have to identify what you're chasing, right? Uh, especially in urban communities, like we're so big on talking about getting to the bag and or securing the bag, and that's all cool. But after, yeah, you try to be a broke, and so it creates a hustle to chase money, right? But the realization I realized that money's attracted to you because of what you have inside of you. It's like influence. Influence is one of the greatest commodities because if you have influence, you can get whatever you want to happen, right? So, for example, if Natalie and I are saying we're business coaches, right? Which means we have influence in our area as a coach. But if we don't show up consistently as a coach, we lose the power of our influence, right? So, as you got to start to think about it, is when you show up every single day consistently with just identifying your purpose, because sometimes too is when you don't know your purpose, it's so easy to really fall prey to being average and being regular, right? No one is designed to be average and regular, but sometimes we fall into the trap of that because when you don't have clarity of your purpose, it's so easy to fall by the wayside to the left and to the right. But what happened is once you start to live a life full of consistent behaviors, you start to receive. She's so funny. She said, "I ain't even hear nothing. I just know the all files of clarity." Goes, come on, say that again, Cassandra. Um, but it's so true. Once you guys start to really, once we, because I always like to do we, once we or I started to become consistent with my actions, I would always see growth in my business, right? Whenever I develop consistent purpose, consistent actions, consistent anything, it starts to create a whole different level of thinking. But when I take that time to reevaluate my purpose, to reevaluate my day, to reevaluate my actions, I start to see whatever issue is really going on in my life. I start to change it because I'm evaluating, right? So let's say, for example, it's today. I know my goal is to make a certain amount of dollars every single day, and I did not make it today. I have to take a step to reevaluate what I'm doing. It's like we talked about a couple weeks ago. You have to think about what you're thinking about, right? Once you start to identify what you're thinking about, what you start to produce starts to change, right? So if I'm always thinking about negativity, right? Negative actions are starting to be produced, and then my results are negative. But once I start to produce positive actions, positive thoughts, positive actions come after that, and whatever happens after that is positive results. So I realize that whenever I have an issue with my business, I take a moment to really pause, like, Jay, something ain't right. Once I realize something not right, I start to evaluate. Okay, before I think about my actions, what am I thinking about? Who am I allowing to speak into my life on a daily basis? Because I don't allow everybody to speak in my life. Like Natalie and I will talk about things that are really bothering us, but we know that once we start to identify the problem, we start to make constant solutions, we start to develop solutions to create consistency of a positive flow in our life. So if I know that certain things are troubling me, let me take a minute to think about what's going on in my life for really, because if I don't really deal with the root, I'll never get the fruit. So every day I got to identify what's going on with my roots, that I'm not experiencing the level of prosperity I want to experience, the level of love I want to experience. Because once I identify the root, now I can start to determine what the fruit will be. If you want to have more increase in your life, okay, let's go back to the beginning stages. What am I doing that's not causing me to have consistency in this area? And once you identify that, then you can start living a life of purpose and discovering what ways or what things you need to do to reach that level of manifestation in your life. Yeah. They're just talking to get your money. That's good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's good. That's good. All right. I have something really quick that I wrote down. Um, talking about momentum, right? So I'm gonna give you 7 tips to create momentum, right? The first thing is you have to make a commitment, right? We made a commitment 15 weeks ago, actually maybe 20 weeks ago. We said, hey, let's start doing a podcast every Wednesday, right? We made a commitment that we have stuck to for the last 15 weeks, right? Momentum is more than just movement. It starts with making a commitment, right? So once you create a momentum, once you create momentum from a commitment, what happens is you start to create a mental shift, right? And what happens is it starts to change your life because that momentum creates a whole mental shift and a paradigm shift of what you're focusing on. The second thing, schedule time for change. So whenever you guys are really thinking about really making that commitment, you have to schedule time to really change what's not going right in your life. So every day, if you guys spend 15 minutes on renewing your mind, do that part. The next one is the third step is you want to look for inspiration by modeling success. All right. So what are some quick ways to start this process? You want to identify individuals who are successful at doing what you want to do. If I want to be a business coach, I look directly. First person I look to is my mentor, Dr. Stacia Pierce. What is she doing consistently every single day? What commitment did she make? How does she schedule time? The fourth thing is identify a big, audacious goal. What is a big goal that you want to identify in your life that it doesn't matter how big it is, right? Create time to identify what the big goal is because it's okay to not always believe the goal, right? Because sometimes we don't believe everything we say, but once you want to get that goal down, now you create momentum for you to start believing to manifest that. So what is the big goal you want to do? Right? What is that big goal? My big goal is I want to have 50K, 50K in all of my bank accounts, right? That's something big to me right now. That's something big because I know that's not what I'm operating my business yet, but I know I will. The fifth thing is tackle your fear, right? Fear is definitely a part of life, but it's how you respond to the fear, right? No matter what the fear is, take time to really tackle it. If it seems big, break the fear down so you can identify how do I really tackle this fear. It's like a puzzle. Sometimes you got to break the things down to bring it back together again. Now, the sixth thing you want to do to really build momentum and create momentum is to take the first step. You can have all these super dope ideas, but if you don't take the first step, you ain't gonna manifest it. So take that first step. And then the seventh step to create momentum is one of my favorite ones is create your tribe. So many people say, oh, that's easy for you to do because you have those type of friends. I ain't always have these type of friends who are dope like this. You know, I had some raggedy friends. I had some friends, and I was sometimes that raggedy friend, right? But when I once I really realized that momentum is where I wanted to move in my life, I created my own tribe. You know what I'm saying? Like I put so many people together because we were all gun ho on doing the same thing. So I created momentum in my life by really the steps, this creating 7 steps. The first step, once again, is make a commitment. What do you want to be committed to for the rest of the year? We're in the third quarter. We're in a half stretch of the year. What do you want to be committed to? Second thing, schedule time for change. Schedule time to really make effort to change what's not going right in your life and increase more what's going right in your life. Third one is look for inspiration, right? So you right, because you got some raggedy friends too. Halim, you got some raggedy friends too. We're not gonna go over that. My friend who wanted to be real petty right now on the phone. But yeah, so yeah, I had some raggedy friends. You know, me and Halima both had raggedy friends, so she wants to bring that out. Uh, you want to look for inspiration, right? By who's in your circle who can you look up to in your circle? We all have to. If you're the head honcho of your group, I'm sorry, you need to find new friends. You can't be the smartest one out the room. I don't want to be the smartest one out the room. Fourth one is identify those big audacious goals. It's okay to think big. It's okay. Whoever told you that thinking big is not for you, let them people go. All right, because you want to be able to think big. Next one is tackle that fear. Number 5, tackle that fear. Tackle those fears that is holding you back. Break the fear down to really move above it. All right. I ain't paying attention to Lima in the comments no more because Lima's trying to mess me up while I'm speaking the word. Number 6, take the first step. Take the first step of action. Okay. Remember, it's like that song, when I move, you move, just like that. Things won't move out your life till you move first. Right. So until you move, things won't change. Until you move, things won't change. And the last step is create your tribe. Get rid of those raggedy friends, as we have grown, as Halima have said. Dope. Mm. That's good. Mm. That's good. Every now and then, wait, let's hold it. Every now and then, not rarely. I was a raggedy one. Okay, yes, thank you. Inconsistently, yes. That's good. That's good. You gotta say that one more time. Say that one more time. That's good. That's good. Mm, that's good. Mm, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Hmm. I think the good part about the two things you said that was one, you have to make a decision. You know, I think for me, like, so for me, I always go to my tribe before I make a decision, right? I'll call all my friends up, even if I know what I need to do. I trust my tribe. So before I make any decision, I will discuss wise counsel. And I may say it, they may get tired of me because I'm listen, I want to make sure I make the right move, right? But at the end of the day, if I don't talk to anybody else, the bottom line is I have to make a decision, right? I have to choose to be successful. I have to choose to be productive every day because when you ain't got no job, either your business full time. If you want to really know who you are, start a business. because a business will show you the reality of who you are. And for me, I had to make time every single day to really just decide to be productive. Today, I had to decide, okay, Jay, you need to get some new sound equipment. So you have to choose to spend the money to really do this part. I had to choose to, okay, this week I need to promote Boss Up. That means I have to go live as much as I can to promote what I'm working on. I have to also decide, Jay, how much content do you need to make this week to make what you need to make? Because you have several events going on. So the decision is the first part. Because if you don't take an effort in deciding what you're going to do, you will never do it. Every day I make a decision just to jump, right? Even if stuff not perfect, stuff be a little chaotic, but you know what though? I made the jump. And once I trust to make the jump, everything else will fall into line and what's in you will start to come out. Whatever you've been planning and working on for all these years and months, however long you've been doing it, whatever's in you is going to come out because you make the decision to move. And once you move, everything you need to be successful will happen. When I realized that, a lot of times, especially in church, we sing these songs about God being our Jehovah Jireh, my provider. But do you believe that? Like every day I know that he's going to provide for me. So it's like, I'm just going to jump and somewhere down the line, it's going to work out. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but I know that because this is my gift, I have to operate and really let my purpose just go forth, right? So that's the first thing about making a decision. Because once you make a decision in your life to grow, you'll start seeing results. Once you make a decision in your life to grow and move and be productive every single day, everything else will grow, but you have to make the decision to move. If you don't move, you don't receive. Like, for example, if I'm a farmer, if I don't get up and decide to plant seeds every day, I can't receive to let my belly be filled or to make money by harvest because I didn't plant any seeds. I didn't do any actions that's going to affect my tomorrow. Remember, whatever you do today is going to impact tomorrow. And then the other thing you had said too that was cool was when it comes to your circle, when making a decision about it, sometimes you have to be the first one. Like, don't wonder why people bring you gossip when you like to gossip. Like, don't wonder why people bring you drama when you like drama. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of y'all worse than reality TV in your personal life because every day there's a whole chaotic, event planning situation in your head because you haven't taken time to say, wait, I'm not a garbage can. So why do I allow garbage in my life? Like once I realized that part, and I do have a selected group of friends. Like, I always make friends. I always make new people. But once I realize your energy not right, my phone doesn't get picking up. Because I realized that it's just like, I really don't want to have to deal with this today because I know that she's so funny. Until you start to make until you make the decision, until you make the decision to be proactive about taking control of your life, you're gonna let whatever happen. And like I don't want Karasa, what is it, Karasa, whatever will be. Like that saying, I don't want whatever will be in my life. Now, I accept blessings to be whatever the blessing's gonna be, that's gonna be proactive, yes. But I want to make the conscious effort to make a decision to move every single day of my life because until I move, nothing will happen. Until I consciously get up to say, no, today will be a good day. Now I do the action that supports what I just said. Until I say today will be a good day and get up and will be productive, then like I decide what I want to be. I decide the productivity. I decide that today is a winning day for me. Like literally, I decide that every single day because lack does not belong to me. And if I'm experiencing lack, I got to move quickly and swiftly to get that off my life because I know it doesn't belong to me. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That was like 2 weeks in a row. I couldn't. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's good. I want to go back to one thing. When I taught, right? So when I first taught, I only had like 23 kids for the whole year. That was perfect. I went to this other school. My my third full year teaching. I saw that roster. I had 145 kids I saw a day. I taught 6 periods, and I had about maybe whatever it was, like 25, 30 kids per class. Whatever it was a lot of people, right? So the first day it was like hell because there was so much going on, and I said, "Oh, whoa, 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 wait. We're gonna get some rules and regulations going on, expectations the next day." The first thing I said on my list is when you show up to my classroom, have an expectation to learn and have fun. Now, if something is bothering you, let's address it at the door. Say, "Hey, Chef J, today's on my day. Today, it's a little rough." I said, "Because I don't show with an attitude, but let's talk about it first, and then we fix it." A lot of times, things don't manifest in our life is because we show with an attitude towards the day. The day ain't got nothing to do with what happened yesterday. July 20th has nothing to do with what happened in July 19th because there's certain attitudes we carry into the new day which causes us to mess up the flow of our day, right? So I've learned that listen, I can't go into different old atmosphere. I can't go into new atmospheres with old expectations and old attitudes. So if I want to start seeing things change in my life consistently, I have to consistently check myself. Because you know what, I realize that too. Sometimes you have an attitude with somebody, it might wait. This person, like, I ain't doing nothing to you. But then it's just like you mess up the whole flow of the room because you didn't check yourself entering into this day, entering into this month, enter into that room, enter into that job. So the first thing, honestly, check yourself. And the kids would really respect that because they really, I think too, they were so used to people not really acknowledging their feelings. And I think sometimes entrepreneurs, we don't acknowledge how we really feel. So we just let it go underneath the rug and we're really bothered. So I'm learning as entrepreneurs, if I feel a certain type of way, I'm going to check it at the beginning of the day because I don't want that energy to affect all the blessings that's going to come. Like how many times has your attitude affected your blessings, right? Um, we don't always think about that. So for me, it's like, yo, like if I want to see more blessings, I have to check myself at the door. If I feel like it, if I do feel like it, if I feel like I'm having a good day, if I don't, you don't want to allow your attitude to affect what you've been sowing towards, right? Because there's certain things you may realize that you may go into an office today and then you may be have an attitude while you're there because something happened 20 minutes ago. And the next year, the person that was assigned to bless you in that room will be like, nah, this person got a nasty attitude. I don't want to deal with them. Well, this person energy not right because we all big on energy. Oh, this energy not right. So what I've learned to do is if I want to get consistent manifestation, I definitely have to check my attitude, because your attitude is like brakes on a car, right? It's like it'll start slowing you down because you start thinking about all the chaotic stuff that's making you mad. Which now is that's slowing your progress down. And when it comes to progress, you want to be so focused on really deciding, make a decision to change. Is it your attitude the reason why you haven't grown? That's a real reality. Sometimes your attitude is the reason why people don't invite you back to places. One of my mentors said to me, she said, Jay, the reason why we love having you at our crib is because you're so invasive of our space. Like, you just have such a pleasant atmosphere. When you step into the room, do you bring a pleasant spirit with you? When you step into the room, the people are like, oh my God, I just love your energy. I just love everything about you. Do people say that to you? Because sometimes when people love being around you, you're the first person they think of when they want to bless you. Oh my God, you know what? So-and-so always shows up on time. So-and-so always has the best attitude. So-and-so always stays later. And then next, you wonder why this person getting blessed? Because their attitude, they show an expectation of being nice. There are so many people that come back to me because they like the nice atmosphere. I'm going to laugh with you. I'm going to joke with you. I'm going to have a good time with you. And you will get some bomb food. But I show it with the right attitude. So in your daily life, like, are there moments where you could be nicer? Are there moments when you could be, a little more friendlier? Because that also drives sales, and people love to be around nice people. And if you wonder why you don't get invited places to different circles, or to circles that will elevate you, maybe because you're not nice. Maybe because you're low-key mean. Because you mean. Yeah, you so deep that you're not nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's that kind of way? Yeah. Mm, mm, yeah. That's good. Mm, yeah. That's true. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. It's attached to you, and going back to what you said about also being like the offense, a spirit of offense can really, really mess your life up. One of my mentors, she taught about not being offended, and the lady offended me like 2 months later. But the thing about it is, the thing I love about the situation was I learned so much because before is when I would get so offended by it, I just now I let it roll off my back because I start to realize, to say, hey, yeah, this was a moment of offense, but what am I to learn from this moment? And I've learned that there's a lesson in every situation, but until you really kind of master winning in that lesson, you'll be stuck trying to you'll be stuck being hurt opposed to moving forward and where you need to go. A lot of things happen that's on purpose for us to be offended. There is an offensive spirit every single day looking to attack you, right? Every single day there's an offensive mentality ready to attack you every single day. But the thing about it is, once you really get over the spirit of offense, you're able to move in such a way that you're able really being able to receive every single day, right? So what I realize is before I get offended, I'm going to realize that, okay, what is the message behind it? Is this message true? Because some things that we get offended about are some things we really got to change. Listen to the voice behind it. But the thing the most is, don't allow offense to really get you so defensive that you stop being productive in your purpose. Because once you stop productivity and purpose, you lose out on a lot. But we want to see everybody win. So, guys, we have kind of wrapping things up. Is next we have the Boss Up Summer series that's going to be in Jersey City. Is going to be talking about we're going to be talking about social media as well as mental health, because a lot of times in this lifestyle of entrepreneurship and things when it comes to social media, you can really kind of mess up your mental because you don't got it together, right? So the whole goal of this next workshop is to really produce so much results in your life. It's only $29 for the workshop. You can log on to bossup.today to get tickets. We'll be live in Jersey City. Have some super dope, amazing speakers. Laquanda El Marie, who is a super dope social media manager. We also have Christina Bramletta, who is really dope with social media as well, content development. I also have therapist Ibn Shakur. He's going to be dealing with mental health. So listen, you want to attend that event. Also, guys, we're starting our Boss Up community in just a few weeks. We're going to be launching it August 1st, the Boss Up community, where you can kind of log in and join us on everything we have going on Boss Up. With Natalie and I and so many other super dope, amazing people. We get on live every single week because we want to just share a little ounce of what God blessed us to share. If you're looking for coaching in the area of clarity, if you need clarity of your business, you need the clarity in this life, you want to see Natalie. If you want to start really operating your purpose in a greater level, come hit me up. You click the link in our bios. We're here to help. We're here to help you grow and learn. Listen, it's time to level up. It's time to pivot. It's time to really enter the best season of your life yet. And we're here to help with that. So we're locking off. Anything else, Natalie, before we leave? Hey. That's good. That's dope. All right, so guys, get her ebook. Her e-course is super dope about how to stand out in a saturated market. Is that what it's called? Listen, if you want to find a way to find your voice, definitely hit her up about that new e-course. All right, guys. It was a great Wednesday. Hope you guys have a fabulous week on purpose. Remember to live in your purpose authentically because nobody else can be a better you. All right. Have a good weekend, guys.